it is Lord Haywire. I am playing some Distant Worlds 2. This is only the second time I've gotten to play this. I've been busy doing other stuff, so I'm looking forward to it. I have to check my settings real quick, like I always do. And I also have a stray cat. I let this one stray cat in my house pretty regularly, and so far it's never caused an issue with when I'm streaming. But I always say that it might, because occasionally it starts having a freak out. I think it has PTSD or something. Because it is a weird cat. I have been the owner of many cats in my day, and I've never had one that's this weird. It gets freaked out a lot. It's a freak out cat, but actually it seems to be okay if it can hear me. I can't see it right now, but if it can hear me talking, it seems to be all right. It's gotten this new phase where it just wants to, if it's inside, it just wants to be able to see me, or it starts freaking out. But if it hear me talking, usually it's okay. So I am not going to worry about that too much. It looks like I'm almost done checking my settings. I just posted on Discord that I'm streaming, so I think we're ready to go. Here, we're gonna load this game. It's called Twitch. I noticed last time when I loaded a game, I lost some frame rate, so I'm gonna hit load here, and if we lose some frames, this is the best time to do it, right at the beginning. And got my stats for everything else up. A stupid advertisement is playing, so while we wait for this load, oh no, it hasn't started. What happens if I click this button? Will it start right now? Ad in progress. Yes. Perfect. Stupid ads. Next auto ad is reduced by 30 seconds. Thanks. Thanks. Twitch. And there has been a bunch of little updates that have come out for Distance World since the last... Whoa, that's kind of loud in my ears. And what is all this issue over here? I don't remember. Oh, it's still thinking. Okay, it's doing something. It'd be a bummer if I finally get to play and there's something wrong with it. Oh, there's something wrong with it. Like I was saying, there has been a few small updates. And it's not losing frames. Not losing frames at least, but I am frozen. Okay, now I'm unfrozen. Here we go. Oh god, we got issues again. Oh, okay. I thought it was showing something else over there. I think it just does this when it first loads. It kind of is having a freak out. Or my game's broken. Uh-oh. That was... Oh. Okay, I think we're back in action here. One of the things that I like about this one versus the... Oh, man. It just fucking called my bluff. I'm trying to scroll out. You can't tell, probably, but I'm trying to scroll out. And I was going to say, it scrolls out so beautifully compared to the first one. But then it died when I scrolled out there. Alright, we're going to scroll around and give it a second. I still haven't figured out what this is. I stole somebody's chart, but I can't tell who owns any of this crap. Alright, it looks like it's ready to go. I didn't lose any frames, but I did some pirates. I stole a chart from some pirates. We are constantly getting attacked by pirates here, which I'm okay with. I'm happy with being attacked by pirates. I got a fleet of 10 ships. I'm going to build a fleet of more ships. We don't want this crap. Get it out of here. We got raided. A new general appears. Great. We got... we defeated the raiders. We got raided. And we defeated the raiders. So what's going on is I am the bug eyes here. We can look at it. Some of my bug eyes here. Oh, I have 2 generals. So I thought that was just the 1 general. I don't really need 2 of these guys. Got some scientists. We want to see all. We got a couple of spies. No, one of my spies is... Oh, the freak out's still happening. We had this freak out. See if I hover over, it's like, what? Nah, it's fine. It happens. That's like the most minor issue that I'm the least worried about. It would be nice if I could see him though. Anyways, we got a spy. We got a couple of scientists, and I actually don't know. Wait, this guy's still transferring? I don't remember that. I thought he was there. That's weird. Got two generals. I don't need two of them. This must be that new one. It was going there. Admiral, Ambassador, which I don't know anybody. Oh wait, I can send it to here now? Before I couldn't send him anywhere. Deadly Sun Gangsters, why can I send it to there? Is this like an old save or something? Let's see here. We want diplomacy and Deadly Sun Gangsters. They're displeased with us. I used to pay them off, but I said, fuck you. And now they're kicking my ass. No, I kid. We're not, we have nothing. No treaties. I don't know why I can suddenly, maybe because I stole their map? Maybe? Let's send him over there. And that's probably what it is, because I stole their map. And then we got my leader. He's okay. I mean, he's got a lot of +5 income. He's got a lot of bonuses versus negatives. A lot of times you'll get some piece of shit. In fact, my admiral, and no, my admiral's good. For some reason, I was remembering that he was shitty. Both my scientists are good. I'm not sure why this guy is transferring to here. Oh, I have two stations named the same thing. That's weird. That seems not possible. I suddenly just had this fear that I posted in the wrong spot. I did not. I actually asked the devs if they would make a special. Not, or I said, where can we post a? This is a research station, right? Yep. So where can I post like a go live stream? And they said, we don't have a spot, but we'll create one. So that was nice of them, the devs of Distant World here. So that's one. This is just whatever station. Mining. All right, back to these people. Is this really? Miner station. No. What did I click on here? I want to see if it will select different spots. It doesn't seem to. I think this is just a bug. It's probably the same spot. A little bit buggy, but it does. That's, you know, the beginning of life. Beginning of a game in these day and age. So we're going to go back and look at these. I want these ships to repair here. How do I know how damaged they are? Their shields. It used to be pretty obvious. Click for details. Wow, look at this thing. Never looked at this on a live ship. Whatever was causing the frame issues before seems to have gone away. Yep, I want you to repair. So what I want to do, so I actually have some pretty good income. I wasn't sure. Actually, I'm going to unpause it. I will unpause it first. I'm doing research labs, so chat was telling me a way to do what I should do next for research, but oh, that's their special thing. But I decided not to listen to them, which is generally not a good idea. Chat knows everything, I always say. You know what I didn't make sure is that my voice was actually coming through. It is. And we have sound coming through, though it is very quiet. The music last time I played this was a little weak. Weak as in repetitive. What is happening here? I'm not connected to my thing. There we go. And I need to look at that. I'm stoked that they added that. It shows where this guy is. In the first one, they just died. Or they didn't die necessarily. They could escape as well, but it didn't show what happened to them. They just disappeared off your list. All right, so let's take a look. What are these guys all doing? I want them to repair. They're all spread out. They're all spread out over here. What is going on there? I needed to figure out how to set up their whatchamacallit better. Look at my private ships going to town. Oh, that's a good thing to look at too. What are my explorers doing? You're surveying, perfect. We also on construction ships. You're doing something. What are you doing? He's building a small spaceport? You know, I think I told this spaceport to upgrade, if I remember correctly. Maybe that's what he's doing. What is this guy doing? Oh, I'm looking at construction yards. That's the issue. I'm just an idiot. Building Research Station 2 at... Where is this guy? And a mining station. That looks great. Is that the name of the ship? Minor Illusion, huh? They've got a mining station here, and I go. Is that the ship? No, this is the mine. Okay, here's the other research base. Can I rename this research base? Because that's going to be fucking confusing. We're going to call this Confusion Station. Confusion Station! And now, if we go back to people, and I actually was, oh, there we go, he's going to Confusion Station. I was actually a little, I can't remember, maybe chat knows. Can you stack researchers on bases? I think I asked this last time and somebody knew, but I can't remember. Alright, I want a little bit of time to go by then before I start pumping out my second fleet. I want a second fleet. What are these guys doing? They're just sitting there? I want a second fleet because these, I need one to be repairing while the other ones, I don't know why these guys are way the fuck over here. Maybe they were chasing someone? But we've been under attack by pirates pretty significantly. They really want me to, I need to figure out how to make that shut up. Because they really want me to. Fuel repair, perfect. So I want two fleets, basically one to sit at home and fuck around and guard, while the other, there's an enemy ship right there. While the other one, what speed are we at? We're at very slow here. Like, here's this. What is this thing? What? Yeah, we're just all spread out. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I thought we were all around here. Pay attention to this combat. Just for fun. There's a base on my... Oh, he got away. There's a base. See, this... I keep having to tell it. Maybe I should turn them off. Their tactics are weird. Manually controlled is what I want, but they... Okay. They're gonna drop another bunch of raiders. I think I put... Yeah, I did. I put 2 troopers down here. You know, let's build another one. We're gonna get crazy. Some of these pirates are humans, and we're going to eat the humans. This guy. They're gonna make good food. What is this weirdness going on? Oh, that's this button behind here. And these guys I can spy on better because they're the same race. It's kind of interesting that... I'm hoping to get some... That, when I reloaded, I found stuff I forgot to do. Can't do anything to this guy yet. Oh, they're not going to listen to me, though. I gotta figure out how to automate these guys so they stop. They stop. They follow what I say, not what the fuck. Okay, what is it? Maybe set task tactics? Engage range. 50% fuel range. No. Do not engage. I think that's all we wanted. I want to tell them when to fight who. Right now I want you guys to repair, and then I'm going to go to my fleet menu. And we got 1 fleet. I want to build a fleet. Yes. But I don't want these guys. I want a new fleet. That was I manually created that one. It's a lot. That's expensive. Somehow I'm making a bunch of money. In the first one, I always had issues making money. Whoa, I clicked. Oh, was doing this last time. See, I clicked, right-clicked here. All right, go back to what you were doing. I want you, or maybe can I change set tactics, like have them. No, they need to add that. Like have a thing where like go to repair after you're at 90%. Because I always want my guys fully repaired. Yeah, he's at 43. He's at 96. So this guy I want to go definitely repair and refuel while I make this other fleet. And I don't know what the deal is. I thought I could just pump out another fleet. It was kind of implied. Oh, maybe it's right here. So the real defense is what I want. Build new real, here we go, at the spaceport. And it's now I want to get 10 more ships coming out. Wait. Four ships? Oh, maybe I can only build 4 at a time. Yes, that is what is going on. Which is fine. I'm okay with that. We just want this thing to repair, for fuck's sakes. And I used to have to do this in the old game where I'd have to take a ship out, have it go repair. In fact, I guess that's what I'll do. Leave fleet. Tell this one fucking ship is gonna go repair. These guys are gonna go over here. You're gonna attack this guy. But I don't like doing that. It's too much effort. I want it to be easy. Whoa, all my money's gone. We're being raided, but we should do pretty good against these red network dudes. This one's still executioner. And we have all these generals and shit here. Oh no, these are populations. Here's my generals and spies and stuff. You guys gonna go over here and attack that guy? Shattering sun, huh? And then where do I go back to my combat ships? Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think about all my money being gone when I clicked that button. I should have thought about that and built it slower. But it's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. What am I looking for? I already forgot what I was looking for. But I'm hoping to get some build mining station at I'm okay with that. I think. Alright, what are you doing here? They didn't withdraw, we killed them. Unknown items. Where is this place? I'm gonna speed this up in a minute here, by the way. I just gotta get my feel again here. Sort of ground combat or something. Let's take a look at my mining stuff. I think this guy's already set to go. Uh-oh. Every time there's the slightest lag, I think the fucking place. It's crashed. We're fucked. It's not really that bad, but this is that whatever. Titeros. So let's see, what do we got here? Yep, that seems good. That seems like a new setting there. Looking for other, so it's only 0 That's the only one that we got. So let's send this guy. This guy, what is he set on? He's set on manual control. We want mining stations, research stations, or monitoring stations, or resort bases. I don't think... Let's look here. If I go back to here, how do I find my resort locations? So I feel like it should be here. Luxury? Gives you colonial development. Where is this at? This isn't what I wanted, though. This thing's worth 22 bucks. We should go here and create a... building, mining... See, this name of this ship is a little... Like, its name is Luxury. Let's rename this fucking thing, too. To... Dirt... Mover. Now, let's get there, this whole... Let's name it to, Constructo. And this thing is the name of Illusion? No. We're gonna call it Wrench. That's it. We're just calling it Wrench. And hopefully that won't confuse me later. Now back to this. How the fuck do I see resource brings resort stuff brings in like money? This seems like it wants us to build it. Where the fuck is this though? Can I right click on it? No. I want to build this. I want to go to this. How do I make it go here? Alright, I know what to do. No. That plan didn't work. What does it look like? It's a little rocky blue thing. It's not one of those. I haven't gone outside my system yet, so it'd be hard for me to find this shit. Unless like my ambassador's doing that or something. Is it that? Nope. What is this? Confusion station. Oh, maybe they're like grayed out. Okay, I think it's here. Maybe it's grayed out. Oh, is it an asteroid? Alright, fuck that. I don't want to look around for this shit. Building... Manual control, auto build mining stations. Perfect. There's some stuff I don't want to... I know, you're supposed to play everything on manual, but there's some shit I just don't want to do it. Let's jump back down here and see how this fight's going. We're at 2, we can go... Let's see, this guy has... Build mining station 2. Didn't I already do that? Okay, this guy's going for whatever. Whatever you're doing, just do it. As long as you're just doing it, not sitting idle. At least you're doing something. Perfect. Is there a way I can get rid of these without... Can we colonize anywhere in here? What do we colonize? How do I look at that? Colonies. I don't think we can colonize. New colonies? Colony ships, planetary facilities, artifacts. How about I want a place that isn't new. Man, I'm fucking struggling with that money. That was a terrible idea doing that thing. Distance from spaceport. Feel like it should be under resources. This looks like this is just... Oh, this is what I should have been doing. But this is Okay, here we go. No, that's the same thing. What do we got here? What do I colonize? First, let's figure that out. I can't remember. Look at all the private cash they got. We need to start blowing up private ships so that they pay for new ones. It's my old trick there. Funding levels, maintenance, government. What is our maintenance cost? This is not that expensive. Governments, where do we colonize? Oh, here is the policy settings. I think Power, he's a person, community member was telling me this last time. Colonization. I want to manually do it. Suggest is fine. Oh, this is how I tell these people to stop fucking interrupting me with my suggest ships. I just want him to stop telling me about the exploration ships. Oh, we'll deal with that later. What was I doing? Looking for a new colony. Oh, looking to see what I can colonize. There's a place to do this too. It's not here. Is it? Nope. Maybe it's not the best time for this anyways. I vaguely remember you can colonize 2 spots in the first one. Oh, that's the... When we get enough troops, we're gonna take that out so we can get those other things. Metallic planet, colonization stability. I'm not the Boxuraka. I'm the something or others. I think. Did I load the wrong game? No, because the same pirates are there. Where is my overview of my people? Oh, they don't have as much cash as I thought. I was looking at the wrong thing. Their cash flow. In government. Hive mine. The Boxuraka are the oh, maybe we are. I thought we were, that was the race of the techno guys are the Boxuraka. And I don't play for a week and I can't remember where anything is. It's not under here. We're almost done with that. So not under exploration. There is a spot where it can go, where you can just look at your like bonuses and stuff. Here, I'll click this tour. Maybe it will tell me. No. State economy, we don't want that. Funding levels, we don't care about that. Maintenance, we don't care about that. Leaders. You can just dismiss them. I feel like you couldn't do that in the first one. And policy settings. We already looked at that. What is this science thing that I'm doing? Science labs. Or research labs. They're not that expensive. I think that I can put that on my space stations is why I did that. Maybe it is under like one of these things. No, like when you start, there's a list that's very similar to this, but it shows where you can colonize. I know I said I was done looking at that, but now I'm back. And I know I saw it. I like clicked. I was like, "Oh, what's this?" Click here for details. No. It was like something like this. It was one of these pop-outs. I guess we are the Boskara. Boskara. I thought that we had a different name. Like the Mlargs or something. Man, our corruption is terrible. We need to do something about that. All this fucking around. Let's get going here. Thank you. Right, let's go back to, that was the other thing I was doing. I was going to find my military ships and add this guy back to the fleets. Oh, that's a different guy. All ships not in a fleet. Here we go. He is not done though. Oh, he's going to be waiting forever here. All right, our research is done. Oh, I spent all my money. I was saving all my money for boosting. What do I need? 7,500? That's not very far away. So I am going hardcore into just weapon technology, basically, or defenses and improvements for my ships, because my ships were constantly fighting, whatchamacallits, baddies, pirates. And at first I was paying them off, but there's now 4 of them. This is a research base. Let's rename this to Research Central with a C, with the capital C. Can I? Oh, it says it's under construction. It's already doing the upgrade, which is what I wanted. And that's why we're going so military-esque. All right, here's a guy right here coming in. Basically, what I'm going to change is I'm going to have one fleet go to, be on constant combat, and then the other fleet, man, already? Make sure I'm looking at the same spot there. One group is going to be constantly set to just sit around and repair. The other group I'm going to send out to attack these dudes. That's why I'm building all these escorts. Man, it's 4 in the morning. So this one I'm going to go back to, just you guys can engage. We'll put this, oh, he's back. He's back and ready. So it's going to be exploration ships, yep. All right, let's go to my fleet. I'm going to set this other fleet up as 2. Wow, we have a ton of money again. So we're going to go back into my research and we're going to pay for this to go up. 6,500. Not yet. Assault pods are on my list. I want assault pods bad. So it was recommended that it's interesting you bring that up. It was recommended that I do some more like flying around stuff, but I decided to not listen to chat, which is usually a bad idea for me. They usually know what I should be doing, but I decided I'm gonna, after this armor is done, I'm going for assault pods. I want to capture these um, shipboarding here. I want to capture these incoming pirate ships, you know. Are they building? I don't think they're building any more of these. Even though I said build the whole thing. Let's look. Yeah, he isn't building shit. It's because I ran out of money is what it's doing. If I'd had more money, I think I would have built them all at once. So these guys are set to, yep, engage, and these other ones, I just want them to sit on their ass for right now. 9 to fill? Oh, 9 fuel. I was thinking I was talking about something else. I don't know what that noise is, that noise. What is this? Why is there a... Why are you here? I didn't tell you to go here. I wanted you in the first one. You're in the Dark Predator. First Fleet. Transfer new location. How is this ambassador? He's still going, huh? It's been a long time, but I think they have to go across the map. A new spy. Excellent. Show me this new spy. Let's see. It's gonna be the same shit. Yeah, 24. There's nothing. Man, the chances are so low. 49. That's not bad compared to what we had before. And this is the deadly. What about these guys? Usually, if they're not the same race, yeah, I don't even know. It doesn't even know for that one. Let's look for. Oh, it doesn't seem to matter. Unless I happen to get no. What about you? How are you doing with your... Can you? No. So that guy just happens to be much better at stealing technology. Oh, wait. No, he doesn't. This just changed since the last time I played. Last time I played, stealing technology was really low. You're going to go back to your counterintelligence. Who were the guys who... we got an ambassador there, so let's do these guys next. 49% is low. Oh. This is all the shit they have? So, I figured they would fix this. So the first one, it has the same thing, where you can pick the research you want to steal, which is absolutely ridiculous. Because what happens is you can do this thing and you can look at your enemies and say, oh, they have better missiles than me or whatever. It's bizarre that this is still exact. Does that help? But yeah, it's bizarre that allows you to do it. Let me go back to my. He's not there yet. So they do. I was saying last time I streamed, I was like, ambassadors are pretty much spies in real life. Let me find this other guy. I'm gonna put him back on. Whoops. Put him back on counterintelligence. Yeah, you should just be random. You should get a random technology whenever this guy gets here. Well, does it give me a time? ETA 44. What day? What? He'll be there in 2,000 years. Not a big deal. Let's see if that's a real ETA. I still think this is the thing we stole from. I don't know how these pirates are getting all the way the fuck over here and attacking me. But I'm not gonna bend to their will. I'm not gonna pay them off this time. I do that in the first game. I always pay off them, but they decided to go more warlike this time. All right, top off these guys. We get 2 more. When I have these 10, what are you guys doing? You're attacking somebody. This guy's just sitting here. He's probably part of Fleet 2. He sure is, which I have set to do nothing. I figured they would defend themselves though, but I guess not. That's some other thing I gotta select. Go ahead and fight back there, buddy. Or do something. Is that ambassador thing part of the first one too? Because I never did that in the first one. I didn't know. Yeah, suck it, dude. This frigate of the Red Network. No, I want to dismiss. Wrong button. Yeah, this thing's maybe it's not construction enough to do anything yet. Kill it. So why is this red if it has 100? Oh, it's low on energy. So once again, we're gonna have to do this. How is this gonna work? We're gonna tell you to repair, and what are your tactics? Do not engage. You're gonna go back to the repair thing. You're gonna just sit here because you're fine. You shouldn't have no mission. Well, actually, it doesn't matter what your mission is. You're set to engage. So you will engage as needed. You guys need to repair. Yeah, what is that noise? Is this number going down? Let me do a screenshot. I don't think it is going down. My ETA to 4,400. That's a long space flight. Oh, they offered us protection. Eat shit. So it's definitely a bad move for them to attack our space stations. The mining stations, yes, I understand that, but the probably only enough for one of those. I don't have enough for any of those. All right, these guys are all repaired, so we're gonna set you to half of your fuel tank, and you guys, I don't know what your problem is, but I'm gonna set you to repair, and we'll set you back to nothing. And this is the one right here, right? Yep. And we don't care about that. I mean, we do care. I keep Xing this out, but you have to click. Xing this out doesn't do shit. It just puts it away. You have to click dismiss. Dismiss. Man, this armor plating's almost done. What's going on here? Did we just fly up and park on this guy? That's what it kind of looked like. Eat shit. See, here's the humans. We're gonna eat them up. Eat shit. I think we're gonna get this one too. So we're not really hurting these guys. We kill one every once in a blue moon. But we're not killing them enough to really affect their alright, we can set you back. I know this seems crazy, but it seems like the easiest way. is to switch between two fleets here and then tell this guy not to do this. We don't want you to engage, and then go back to repair. This is better than taking him out of the fleet and putting him back in the fleet like I used to do in the first one. That was some bullshit. That was bullshit. Okay, this is my exploring ship, huh? So this I kind of... No, I don't really understand why the computer would do that either, because... What are you doing? You're not exploring? Auto explore. Oh, we're back to the weird P thing. That doesn't make any sense to me. What that means. What does the P stand for? Oh, you're gonna retrofit. I'm happy with the retrofit there. Armor plating is done. All right. So then now we're gonna also find out when this is finished. I don't have the cash enough for this. What do I need? 1,400. So in the first one, you had to manually design ships for like each part. It wasn't really built into. I mean, it was built in that you could do the design, but it was people later said like this is the way to play the game. So I'm curious if I'm gonna have to do that with this one, and if I do, it's a huge detriment to this game. Incredibly detrimental that they make you do that again. It makes this game suck. So if, and I know what you're saying, I love Distant World Universe, but that is so tedious. That shit is fucking painful, and it's actually why I always stop playing the game, is because I have to redesign like 30 fucking ships. So we will know when we do shipboarding, because we're gonna make our escorts have have assault carriers, or assault pods, I mean. And if I have to manually go and design an assault pod escort versus a normal escort, and then I can't, well, if I have to do it once, it's not a big deal. And if it auto upgrades, I'm totally fine with that. But if I have to do it every time there's an upgrade, fuck that. What was that noise? Fuck that. Alright, what are you guys doing? You don't have a mission. You were supposed to be repairing, I thought. Yeah, they keep getting away. Great. What about this other scientist? Did he ever... Is this guy still... Yeah, this is terrible. It's going to take him years to get there. Years. Like, literally. Yeah. Oh, you only have to do it once. I'll have to see. Because if it's the thing I'm thinking of from the first one, it is fucking terrible. Like, literally. Oh, where's this go? Every time I stopped playing it, it was just because... because I got tired of redesigning my ships, and I didn't want to redesign all of my ships again. Because it would get to the point where I'd be like putting it off and putting it off. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, now I gotta do all my Empire, or all my carriers, and then I gotta do all this. I should load up that game. It's just a list of 40 ships that I have to redesign. Alright, I can't wait till 40, 30 for this guy to get there. That's like 700, 100, or 1700 years. Deadly Gangsters. Red Network. Any of these get a bonus? Alright, Sinister, no. Let's go with... I guess I could steal it now. It's so much higher percentage chance. Advanced deflectors, if I change what these are. It does matter. Look at all these things. What do we want? Improved assault tactics. Well, that is good to hear. Starfighters. I do want that. Storage systems. What was the other thing chat was saying? It was some sort of movement. Basic colonization sounds good. Oh, it's only a few that are the 49%. Advanced deflectors actually would be good. That's so before I even do anything, I need to do this colonization. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. That one's huge if I remember. Energy torpedoes? No. Missile weapons, 62. I didn't think there would be any above. So kinetic weapons and missile weapons are at 62. I wish you could sort this so I don't have to click on these. All right. Let's just go with missile weapons. Well, let's look before we get too crazy here. We want to look at weapons only. Oh, it's that is what it's talking about. I thought it was a... And those I don't like that much. And then kinetic weapons must be a level rank 1 too as well. Yeah, it is. That's why it's so cheap. Or so that the chance of success. Let's pick one of these anyways, so this guy has a higher chance of surviving his mission. Let's do missiles. It said that was something for fighters, and I want to do fighters eventually. Good luck, buddy. You're probably gonna die. Alright, what do we got you doing? You are supposed to be repairing. Why do you have this red thing why are you disabled? Are you still being built or something? So, it wasn't that way. Whoops. So that's how it was last time I played. A week ago. Let me go back to this spy. Can I cancel his mission? What did we do? Missile weapons? Yeah. So that's how it was when I last time I streamed, but now it seems to have changed to this. So I don't know if maybe it's this particular spy. Let's look at this guy. Let's cancel your mission. We were doing venomous claws. Yeah, it's a little bit higher. But now whoa. He has even a higher chance. Huh. He survived a mission at like a 24% or something mission. I sent 2 of them to their doom, but this guy actually survived. I wonder if there's... Let's look at what the... Actually, no. For this guy, I'm gonna put him back on counterintelligence for now. But I don't know what changed. Let's make sure I'm picking the weakest. And I thought it had to do with race. Like if I was picking the people I was stealing from or trying to hurt the most were the same race as me. It seemed to be better, but I think that was wrong. I also think deep cover should be easier because that, seems like something you would... what were we doing? Missile weapons. Good luck, buddy. You're back off on your mission. And then we got to look at this other thing. Why allow me to send this guy to this ambassador? It's not going down either. I should probably have him come back. But we'll leave him there and see if something changes. Maybe we'll get like an upgrade in engines or something. What are you guys doing? You're sitting there doing nothing, which is what I want. Yep. You guys are supposed to be repairing. Is this not the right button? It's that they're at 100%, but they're still marked as red. Like, this guy's disabled. Why are you disabled? Where are you? And why are you disabled? You're right here. How do I know? I think you got, like, engine shot at or something. It was easy to tell in the last one. I'll have that guy go back. You want some protection, or you want to offer protection? I don't want it. I'm getting ready. This war is gonna happen, or can continue to happen. All right, forever. Maybe that ship is still being built or something. I mean, I know I sent this guy over to work on it. Oh wait, is this guy doing? They're both doing it. All right, I don't know what's going on. I thought I had this guy set it build. Let's put this guy back to build mining stations. Actually, I just want him to build anything. Just do something. Now I fuck this up. Constructo. Bleak victory. That's what we want. Oh, wait. Are you fixed already? I guess you were fixed. Alright, you also just do something. And you guys have no missions either? I don't feel like this automation stuff works all the time. We've searched everything, including every single one of these. Alright, I guess we did. Why is it always telling me make exploration ships? Alright, one of you guys, oh, I don't think either of you guys can get there. That was why we wanted to do, the improved hyperdrive. It's coming, it will get there, so it's a ways off. Alright, how many ships were at? 9, we just need one more. Then the killing will start. You guys are in good shape. I don't know what you're doing, so go back and do that. I guess there's nothing left to construct either. Like right here, though. Oh, we do have a mining station. I was gonna say, don't we need a mining station right here? Alright. And we got a mining station here and one here. What about here? Is that for this one? What are you mining? What are you attached to? It doesn't look like your ships are flying there. I don't know where your ships are going, but it's not to this planet. What's the deal with this planet? I mean, I guess it's kind of shitty. Hey, maybe you know, Sarma, where I swear there's a button that shows all the same things that when you start, it has the same list of, you know, when you're picking your race, that like shows what colonies they like. I cannot find, I swear there's just like a button. It's not a policy, not a leader. It looks a lot like this, but it shows like what places you like to colonize and whatnot. I know I don't have the technology for that yet, but I'm still like to keep an eye out. I swear there was one. Maybe I'm misremembering. Yeah, alright. List of my colonies. Here we go. Are we gonna click on this thing? No. It's similar to this. I thought, maybe I'm misremembering, but I swear that I thought there was a thing that said like, you know, you're the boss, what are they called? The Boscara. And it has, you know, what you like, what you don't like. Oh, there's gonna be an ad gonna play here in a second. What was shipboarding? Whoops. What was shipboarding was... How much? Oh, I already did it. But I didn't do that yet. I thought I already did. Earlier I went through all those and I couldn't find it. So maybe I'm just misremembering because I went through like every. Or I'm not reading everything, you know, but known to not pay attention. Leader. Yeah, I just keep clicking down the list. We're in diplomacy. That shouldn't be it. It'd be weird if that was it at least. Ambassadors, spies, prisoners. It seems like it wouldn't be on characters. Seems like it would be here. We already looked at that. Maybe in the exploration. Sometimes like I missed like this button up here when I first played it the first day. So maybe there's a button like that I'm missing. You'd think it would be up here. Mining. Oh shit. There's a exploration. Yeah, it seems. I thought it was also something like I could click anywhere, you know, in a different spot. Maybe here? No, it's the same thing I already seen. I don't know. All right, there's an ad he's gonna play in a second here in, well, 19 seconds. So I'm gonna go take a quick break while that goes on. I will be back in less than 5 minutes. Let me reset my little timer and I will be right back. Zooming, I love it. All right, I'm back here. Let me turn off this thing, this message. Oh well, I'm getting bogged down in the details here. Let's just. What are you doing here? You guys, do we have it? Yeah. Ice tundra? I don't think I'm in ice tundra, but who knows? I did want to look at research when I was out here. I wanted to go to Hyperspace Technology. Yeah, so this is the one I need to do next. I think it was like 2,300 of. Did I already pay it? I think I already paid the. We want the stable thing. That's a good bonus. 1,200 or 120 from 3. Definitely need that after this. Then we're gonna go back on our war path here. That was another. I mean, I want this right now. It's not that useful. All right, we need one more ship. Can we get it yet? No. Mission failed. That's okay. Everything's fine. A year already passed. I guess we can just look at the spies. You're gonna go. Now we know what you are. You're good at sabotage and scan evasion. I don't know what that means. Does this tell me? We're gonna have you actually go on counterintelligence. You're gonna cancel. We're gonna cancel you, and we're gonna just send you. I just want him to survive. Was it deadly that he was best at? It doesn't matter. So which ones do I dislike the most? Let's pick on these humans. Sinister. Oh no, those are the guys that are the hardest fucking humans. I guess we'll go after Venomous Claw Warriors then. Fucking humans, man. And one of these was like pretty high. We'll do missiles again. Good luck, little bug eyes, with your babies in the background. 82 is pretty good, right? I would be confident. We'll set you back to 50%, and we'll go to you, and we'll set you back to repair, though probably. No, he's repaired. Great. Both of these guys can, or whatever he was. We have a pretty good income. Surprised. Oh, I can't do the crash program until. Oh, it is 2,300. Oh, you know what we need to do though is I got the research base thing. Where is it? Okay, it is automatically. Can I look at the details of this thing? How did I get to that before? We're short on Castlon. What? We got Castlon right over here. I want to look at what it's got here. How do I do that? This button? I did it a second ago. Somehow. I swear I did it on a ship. How did I get to there? This whole stream is me trying to find buttons, which didn't happen last stream. Double click. Nope. Guess I'll just wait. I'll not do it. Basically what I was trying to look at was how If what it was building basically on here. Was it building the research base that I just researched? Because I hope that's what it was doing. I mean, it's... I guess I can go to here. Go to here. No, it's under construction. Ship design. I can look at research base 4. Hit edit. Research lab. Yes. Anything to improve our research rate. He ran for it, chump. Alright, now we got a nice fleet. I still gotta wait for this last... Enough money for this last thing. Why does it keep going down like that, though? It goes down, you know, it starts going up, then it jumps down a bunch. I keep pushing this until it... Is it queuing up stuff? What is it doing? That's good. That's what we want. We want the shooting to start here. Haha. Sucker. Get out of here. And our construction ships are sitting idle. Supposedly these are on. And have you go back to repair. And finally gonna do it? No. I think we're getting close though. Yes, did we get it? Stealing research and missile weapons. So what is that? Does it actually give us the full thing? Let's see. I think in the old one it did. Weapons. No, it just gave us some of it. Let's go back. How's my spy looking here? Fine, I guess. We'll have him. We're going to have him steal research again. 77 for the advanced deflectors. We're going to have him go after, like... Can we just do this one again? Let's do that one again. And like I said, I think it should be random, though, because you can see what the enemies got. I think it tells me, though, yeah, I'm not sure. How much do these escorts cost? And once again, what's wrong with this one? It's gonna guard, that's what I want. There we go, finally. We got our 10 ships. We have huge income. I don't know why our much of... Okay, now there's the moment of truth. Stop that. I don't want these all to be assault ships, though. I mean, I guess it's not bad. Let's look. Whoops, it's under construction. No, it's under this button. This would be Escort 4. Edit. I don't see an assault pod on here, but it acted like I had an upgrade. What is this ship at? You are an escort 3. So there's something else. Oh, probably armored. What are you? You're an escort 4. Let's retrofit those guys. All of those guys first. Then we'll deal with the next. This is gonna take a while, and I don't have any money. Going down. It's like they're tearing them apart. I'm fine with that. Then we'll upgrade these guys. Strength 278 versus when these guys are done. Maybe because of the I don't think so. Ion weapons? Is that what we're looking for? All projects. I was trying earlier to save up money, then I decided to build the second fleet for my crash courses. I don't know where Ion. You'd have to be more specific. I don't know which Ion thing. It's been a while since I've played the first one. This is a similar or the same tech tree. There you go. Early Ion weapons. I do not have that. What do these guys do? Oh, they knock out hyperdrives. So I'll probably need that for my boarding. Let these guys finish here. It's hard to tell. Okay, he's in group 2 again. I told you to get into group 1, dude. Told you. Yeah, this ETA is the same. Wonder if I can... Nope. No new locations. What was I doing? Admiral. I told you to go to Fleet 1. Fleet 2 is going to be more of my defense fleet. Fleet 1 is going to go out and look for fights eventually. Why are you guys just sitting here? Alright, you're done. Let me look, because I'm waiting for these refits to finish. If it's the same as the first one, then it's bullshit. Like I was saying. Gotta change this over to 50% range. And I think it is. I think they haven't changed it. Well, let's look. Yes, let's look at it. So I'm gonna probably have to do a newer one, right? And then we're gonna want an escort. Let's see what the auto design brings in. See, can I change like what it's... Actually, let's get out of here. Did that actually save that one? I didn't want to save that one. All right, let's add new roll. I want its roll to be different. Where can I mess with its roll? That stuff I don't care about. Those are the standard stuff over there. I don't see a place I can change its role. What are the recommendations? So it looks like to me, can I put, where's the size on this thing, like the old one? This thing is the same. The movement little thing is the same from the other one. 90, 81. This is very, okay, so we have enough size. Can I just plop one of these in here? Doesn't look like it. All I have room for is an engine. So I'd have to take something off. How much fuel, how much range do I got here? Range. This is speed and the energy it takes. Do I have to, alright, energy collectors are already on here. Well, let's take one off and see what changes. Okay, this must be range. Range in watts. Now that's my energy usage. Static hyperdrive. I don't really care about that. Am I missing? Is it right in front of my face? Did not scroll down very far. Fuel range. Here we go. That was the issue. I didn't scroll down far enough. So let's see here. Put these three back. I add these things. Whoops. Well, that's one thing, but basic fuel cells. 24 IMS. Once again, what does an IM stand for? 24 million watts. All right, let's exit out of here. I'm not going to save this yet. I want to look. What is the current range on one of these guys? He's full of fuel. So it's pointless to even have an extra range. I guess it's not pointless, but right now it's not very useful. Ship design, go back to, we want to add new escort. I'm just gonna put this crap in here. We can get rid of these easy. Add an assault pod. But I don't have very many slots. So what is the range on this thing? 16, so that takes our way, what? 8? Is that what that did? There's a bug. Oh, what's the bug? Is the bug that just happened to me? Basic fuel cell. There we go. That's a bug. Get rid of this thing. So 24, yeah, so it got rid of. I'm talking about the fuel range. Is the M stand for meters? No. That's got to be million somethings. Million kilometers? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So I got to take off anything that has it won't trigger the assault pods. All right, so what is the range on these weapons? 1.9 watts. I love these numbers on this game. You got to tell me how many of these are. All right, so this must be if the range higher than 1,000 meters, then assault pods won't work. So this must be 1,000 meters. My point defense and my standard. We could take off, well, except that I don't. So in the other one, you could take off like guns and replace them with. Hey, these guys don't have torpedoes anymore. That's weird. Did they get rid of my torpedoes in my other one? On my other ships? Big fan of torpedoes. Wrong spot. No, right spot. Oh, except it doesn't tell me. No, it will tell me that somewhere. Yeah, they did. They just got rid of. They got rid of my torpedoes on the other one. That would be a. So I gotta design 2 ships. I want a torpedo ship and my assault pod ship, my boarding ship. All right, auto generate new design. So this range, I'm gonna replace this with my assault pod, which that button works there. Now it doesn't work anymore. I think that 16 million kilometers. Assault pods won't work. Maybe I should get rid of one of these. It doesn't seem to matter though, because I can't replace this with a salt pod. I don't think I can. No. So we'll leave the lasers on there, and all it is, the only difference I guess with this thing is that it has a smaller drive, or a smaller fuel. Am I missing something? I'm gonna name this thing. One defect. What's my defect? Alright, well we already knew that. Maneuvering? Yeah, I got rid of the fuel cell. Lower than average. Are we missing? Oh, this is empty. What about that directional thrust? Oh, I can't put this on here for some reason. I don't have enough room. Why? Is it not? It's a yellow one. Are you saying I need to get rid of one of these? Man. Is that gonna... I need it to be somewhat fast, not fat. Are my other ones not? Let's see here. I know. Let's look at these other Escort 4s. They don't have one either. I spent all that time design, like down here. You have reached maximum limit of 2 engines for the ship hull. Okay, so that's... I can only have 2 engines, but then where's this other slot for? Is this a bug? Why do I have this? Can I change the slot to something? Or maybe it's... Can I make it a bigger ship? No, I don't have that tech yet. Maneuvering rate is lower than the average for military ship. Empire wide average is 11 degrees a second. What is my current... Turn rate is 11 degrees a second. You haven't reached the maximum limit of 2 engines for this ship hull. Well, that doesn't seem really fair. If I take this off... I can't take this off. Something's... Oh, I'm in the... Let's add new. Let's... I take this off. Our sprint goes down to like 51. That's pretty bad, actually. We put this... Yeah, I'm gonna leave it with the ion drive, I think. And then we'll get rid of a fuel cell, and then we'll put that as a salt thing. I guess I'll leave the laser since I don't have any. I could put plasma torpedoes. Damage 25. What's their DP2? So these are just lower damage. What's their range? Range is 1400. So these guys definitely need. In fact, you know, I could just change all of my ships to this. All of my ships are getting upgraded to having just laser cannons anyways, and if we need this to be lower, where to go? Lower than 1,000. So let's save this guy. Why can't I save this? One defect. Need more crew. Why do I need more crew? I can't fit more crew. And I don't think I can put it in an engine spot. No, I can't. So I have to take off like what, another fuel cell? I need bigger ships. Space reactor, basic space reactor, yes. Cruise, I'm laughing because it's, you know, space lasers and you need space torpedoes and energy collector. We need that. Drop another fuel cell? Man, my range is really going to be low. I think that you're right though. Like that's the only option. The ship sucks. No, it's fine. It's an assault one anyways. So now if we can save, I want to give it a different name though. Here we go. Well, boarding ship. Some of those were typos and some of them were not. All right, save and export or exit. Now I'm gonna do another one just for fun. I'm going to auto generate and I'm gonna get rid of this and I'm gonna get rid of this and we're gonna go torpedoes. And we're gonna rename this one my torpedo ship. Torpedo. I can't spell at all. Well, eventually, yes, these are just little guys that hang around the base here. Oh, except okay, so this is worse. Where's my ship I just created? Where's my original escort? So this is worse. Copy as new. Shit. Okay, no, I gotta go to this. This is the issue. All designs. So this is exactly like the first one. This is not obsolete. It's active. Automatic. No, manual. Auto design. Why did they think this was a good idea? This is the whole thing I thought they were going to fix. I read on one of their posts. They said you're not going to have to do all this tedious bullshit. Manual. Active. Active. All designs. Okay, here are my three. These are manual, manual. No, we want this one to be manual. You can automatically do that one. Torpedo ship. No, but then it's not gonna... Okay, no. Well, we'll see. I might have to... Luckily, those designs are easy. Quick. Now. We gotta make up a new fleet here. We're going to set Fleet 1. We're gonna redesign Fleet 1 here. Custom fleet. This is gonna be... We're gonna add a new fleet. And well, it's gonna have escorts, but... Okay, alright, here we go. Is AI using player designed ships? No, I don't think so. I don't know how they would be. Well, I want 2 boarding and then 2 other and then 2 of these other ones. Wait, the AI is using my design ships? I mean, that would make sense. All right, this is useless. Absolutely useless. This fleet thing is useless. Delete selected. Unless I'm thinking, I want one. Let's say I say one of these. No, this is useless. Alright, so the fleet thing is useless. My disappointment is growing. These are the things that they were supposed to fix from the first one. These are the major things that they were supposed to fix. And now this fleet thing is useless, so let's do this. We're going to create a new fleet. Can I do it this way? I got to make somebody leave this fleet. You go back. No, this is what we want. Leave fleet. We're going to go to here. The Grand Conqueror. No, I don't want to move you there. I just right-clicked on the wrong spot. We're going to have you create a new fleet. We're going to go into my fleet menu here. Whoops. I'm going to go to fleets. So how do you know if the AI is using player designed ships? No, I want to edit this fleet. This fleet is going to be called my death fleet. That's usually what I call it. With it's just the Grand Conqueror, and then we're also going to make you 3. But that didn't work. Go to this fleet. There we go. Okay. We will. We don't need that many. We're gonna send you. We'll leave this fleet. And leave the death fleet. But that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do in the first one. You have to have 20 different designs on each fleet thing because you gotta have your fighters, you gotta have your torpedo guys, you gotta have your boarding guys, and so that's a flaw in the first game. And you have to it's the exact same thing which I just did. You gotta set up your ship designs. You got all these different ship designs. No, it doesn't work that way. So it doesn't work in the first one at all. If you do that, you gotta set up your individual designs. There's no way. But it shouldn't. I should be able to set it as a role. I should be able to say, okay, this escort's going to be an assault thing. Design that for me. Yeah, I don't think the AI. I think the AI just uses their own designs. I'm new to this new one. The old one only uses its own designs. But yeah, you gotta. They talked about in this one of their things. They're like, we're not going to make you manually do that shit. Because what you have to do is you have to manually refit and do upgrades on every one of your ships, and that's what I was talking about. When late game, you got like 100 different designs. You got to go in and redesign all your star bases because you have different star bases for different reasons. I think that ability should be there 100%, but you shouldn't be forced to do it. So I'm going to see. So that's what I'm going to see what happens when I left it on auto design. I want to see what it does. It's probably going to erase my changes though, but they're not going to refit unless I tell them. But it's exactly the same as the first one. In fact, I haven't seen any change besides. So the only changes I've seen so far compared to the first game and the graphics are significantly better, and you can zoom all the way out without it hiccuping and croaking. But the only change I've seen actually is that you can look at your spies, and I guess one of them died. Let's see if I go to all. You can see that the spy is in prison. I guess he's dead. No, he's here. That's the only change I've seen, and this change actually is bugged out. See how it's flopping all over the place? Now you can set up your escorts. I know what you're saying is that it shouldn't need to do that, but I want to play the game the way I want to play it, which is I want my escorts to be taking over stuff, especially when other neutral civilian ships start showing up. I want to be able to board those suckers. You should be able to set up your escorts a variety of different ways, and that's what you do in the first one if you play it like not the best way, the if you use it to its full potential in the first one, you make a new design for everything. And escorts, you don't keep for very long. They go up. Yeah, it's still, it's not. So I know what you're saying, because that's how it should be. You should be able to just say, hey, this is my escort. It's good for everything I need it to be. But I can already tell that that's not how this is going to work. The fact that I'm having to design my own assault boats or whatever for my assault things, it's not going to work that way. I don't. Did you play a lot of the first one? Because this is like, so I was saying, the only thing I've seen different from the first one is this one. That's no. We'll see. We'll see when it does the update, because that copy's new button is same as the old one. That's not new. It's the same thing, and the micromanaging this shit is annoying too. But I'm not saying I don't love the game. I just think that I was promised other things. I was promised that this shit would not be here, and I said, no one cares what I say. But I was like, God damn it. You will ruin this game if you make me micromanage this shit constantly, because it's just, I don't even know what I'm clicking on here. I'm trying to find my, here we go. Because it gets old, and that's every time I stop playing a game is because I don't want to. Why are you refitting? Okay, no, that's probably on purpose. But we're going to join this fleet anyways. You're going to be in your death fleet. We're making it two fleets of 8. Then we're going to have my death fleet here, which has 4 of these. Then I can't use this top up fleet button. It's fucking useless. Alright, then we're going to go over to here. Exactly like the first game. We're going to build now. I don't have enough money. No, not enough money yet. And we're actually going to move this guy into my death fleet. Where is he? This guy. Oh, he's already in there. Perfect. Is there actually under attack anymore? Yeah, they should fix that X button too. So yeah, the only change I've seen is that you can see that the guy's in prison. That's the only change from the first one besides the graphics. No. No. I don't know what you're talking about with Zumvaldi's, but no. It's not that. No. They're not trying to duplicate a mistake. They haven't fixed the issue that's been here for 10 years. All right, you're retrofitting. You're into hey. That's 2 in a row for that guy, and he got the missile stuff done. Excellent, Mr. Spy. We are going to send you back again. Who was it? Venomous Claw? I think it was Venomous Claw, yeah. These guys got better. No, I don't want to steal that. I want to... And we're going to go after the easy stuff still. Kinetic Weapons. The reason why I'm doing that is so that his experience continues to go up. Well, now we have missile weapons, which I guess we'll use for fighters when we do fighters. I do need to save some money for that, but I also need to build some. Are you guys still on retrofit? You are. Let's actually have you retrofit and refuel as well. You guys should be on your no mission. So basically what we're seeing here, sorry, my beard has gotten to the point where I need to shave it off. I don't know if you have a beard, but there's a point where it just becomes a mess, and that's the state it's at right now. So basically what I'm seeing here is that they just use the they haven't really improved anything. It's just the same game with some slightly better. Well, the graphics are pretty good. I like zooming in and be able to see my ships. But that's gonna just like there's no point in paying $50 or whatever it is for this game if it's the same as the first one. But the first one you can play as pirates as well. My explorer ship, huh? You guys aren't even doing anything. Oh, we're gonna wreck this guy. We're not to the point yet where we can, Oh, I didn't change this guy's tactics. This is actually easier. It's easier to unit micromanaging. You're gonna go back to refit. You're fine. That's fine too. We're not doing enough damage to these pirates yet. To make it like where they're using resources and whatnot. Soon, now that we have enough ships, I think we're gonna. Now they keep getting away. What I need is these things. So I know what you think you're saying, but it isn't like soups. It's not. It's a flaw in the game. It's not like they're like. It's a flaw from the first game. It's actually not a flaw in the first game. It's sold as being, hey, look what you can do. You can even set up these different escorts and stuff, and have all these different things. But it needs to be so you don't have to micromanage it so much, and that's what I'm saying. And it's still here. You can still set up this way, and you also can still let the computer design your ships. But the computer's already making bizarre choices. We can see that, you know, with just the basic escort. Which oh, we got a new escort. Escort 5. What is this one? Did I accidentally save one? No, this looks the same. It's not a fatal flaw. No, sorry. If I was making it sound like a fatal flaw, I don't mean that. Wait, I do mean that because the first game's currently better and is exactly the same. Besides, you can see the prisoner thing. I think I accidentally made this second one. I did. I can delete this one, I think. I think I made this one on accident. I want 4. I can build 1. I want 4, but I can build 1. Where's my goddamn boarding ship on my list? Did I just delete the wrong ship? Whoops. Escort 4. I must have deleted the wrong ship. Easy to fix, though. And we'll just get rid of this guy. Salt pod. I think that was the only change I did. And then I think I used to have this whole naming thing. Why won't you let? Oh, right, it's got a defect. Need more crew. That was it. There was also the crew thing. All right, boarding E. There it is. So it's not that the customization sucks. It's awesome that it's available. I don't particularly like designing ships, but I like that it's available. The issue is that oh wait, it's down here. No, I thought I was. Remember that thing I was looking for earlier? I was like, maybe it's under here. I think that once you pick a role for the thing, it should upgrade it, and you should also be able to change. Like, so you're talking about like escorts can become something else. So when I get frigates, I should be able to say, hey, refit this escort into a frigate. And if it doesn't let you because it's like you can't refit that design, I'm okay with that. But if it does let you, you should be able to pick, I want a frigate that carries fighters or whatever. Um, because they're not actually coastal boats or whatever like you're saying. What they're just the size. That's all it is. They're just size that you're jamming stuff in there. Okay, so that's the other thing that's different actually, is that they have these points. In the first one you don't have points. You can just stick whatever you want anywhere. What are these green things? Basic survey. So that's the second thing. So that's the second thing that they've added, is that they've messed with the design, being able to having ports so you can design your ships in. But we'll see once I get enough tech. I may be complaining about nothing, and it could be that after I have a torpedo ship, I hit auto upgrade and it will auto upgrade to continue to be a torpedo ship. But I don't think it will. So let's see. What was I doing? I got this guy here. He is set to not engage. He's supposed to refuel. You are no mission, but you are set to engage. 3, you are shot for some reason. I guess bad timing. And I was going to build a new boarding class. And that's all the cash I got. What else are you building? Oh, you're repairing. What we need is some. I wonder if I can pull that, if this works as well on this one. So basically, in the old one, let's look. We'll get into the nitty gritty here. And I love the first one of these. Where's my civilian ships? Mining ship, here we go. Let's edit this mining ship. What do you got? Well, let's look at something else first. Where is my economy? Look at all that cash they got. That's so much cash. So we're gonna get some of that cash out of their hands. We're gonna go. We're gonna go to, actually, let's do this first. I don't think they've changed this at all. And let's see if we can do it. Small freighter. We can start with a small freighter. We're gonna edit the small freighter. Oh, you've got plasma torpedoes. We want your range to be good. You got an empty slot though. Except that before, do you have any? Can I have multiple? No, only 2 engines. You got a deflection shield. If I put armor on, or armor isn't in that spot though. Deflector, yes. Skip drive. We could put another fuel cell on there, or another cargo. How is that going to affect you? I haven't even got to the colony part yet. This is basically the first game I've played of I've streamed it I played for an hour, then I streamed it another time. Or I played for an hour by myself, then I streamed it, and then this is my second stream of it. Okay, do we want to try to stick a cargo bay in here? Can I fit one in here? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't say why though. It's probably out of space. There's probably some space thing I'm missing. So what you can do is you can fuck with the civilian ships and then they'll refit them and you get the money. So that's what I'm doing right here. Same with the space stations. You can add, like once I get fighters, I'll put fighters in all the stations, they'll refit them and I get all the money for that. And that's one of the ways you make money, is you force the civilian ships to upgrade. So I'm looking at what I can give them. I don't think I can give them another Cargo bay, though, for some reason. It has an empty slot. What about more fuel cells? Or something's broken. I'm not editing. I need to copy as new. How bad is that with their range and stuff, though? Fuel range is still pretty good. That actually doesn't slow them down very much. So we're just gonna, yeah, whatever. We're gonna, what is your defect again? Need more crew. Oh. This is exactly like the first one, so I can't do that. What about this? Wait, that was, let's put a fuel cell here. Is that gonna require my, wait, you need more crew before I've even done anything? Cancel. So it's the same, I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do both. I was just trying to get something. So you start out with a defect? No. No, I don't want assault pods here. I want fuel cell. I don't really care. Then we'll obsolete that puppy. And then let's do the same thing with this guy. Whoops. Nope. Immediately get a greater than, alright, I'm not going to be able to do anything to that. Then not the spaceport. I think the space, and the, you know what's funny is this edit thing is the exact same as the other one too. I don't think I want. What does the dockyard do for me again? Docking bays 2. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Except it won't let me. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing again. Construction yard. And you know how what we used to do in the good old days is we would also add a couple of research labs. Let's see if we can do that. So why are some of these I can? Doesn't look like I can put a research lab. Yeah, I'm not worried about the weapons. Kind of a bummer that I can't put these other. It's weird that they limited these down like this. So that's another change. They did limit some of this stuff. I'm not quite sure. I only can have one research lab. I don't have a commerce thing yet. What was the other one you recommended? Medical? I don't think I have medical yet. Yeah, no medical. You know what? Yeah, okay, no, they have it. They have the energy collector here. So I don't think I need anything else. If I had fighters, I'd fill it with fighters. Why can't I? Need more crew. What was the other defect? Oh, total is bigger than the size. Alright. Fuck it. The only one I can edit. We'll have to wait until I get a bigger ship size here, which is gonna be a long time, especially with how much I've been pausing it. So usually with space stations, basically what I do is I arm the fuck out of them with like fighters and stuff, and then you don't even need to have escorts around. You just have them. You can put mining bases. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do next. I think is fighters. No, I want them for right now. These escorts are gonna stick around here. I want them to be able to defend themselves. Nice. Alright, what are we up to? We got 2. Oh, you're not gonna tell me what type these are, huh? Fuck you. I think I did 2. No, they're not even here yet. Maybe I only did 1. Yeah, without the ion things, I can't get them over there. There's only 2. I couldn't edit that. I don't have the medical and recreation. No. I always all my bases have shit tons of stuff in them, especially fighters. Then you don't even have, like I said, when the wars start later, you don't even have shit around you. You need to have your fleets guarding that stuff. Alright, I thought this thing was building something. Maybe it's not in my fleet yet. How much time? 50 seconds. Here it is. No, not a new fleet. Wrong button. Leave fleet. Death fleet. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break and I will be right back. Put up my little thing here, my timer. Alright, I will be back in less than 5 minutes. Alright, I am back. It took a little longer than normal because that stray cat wanted some attention and couldn't decide. You know, it's a cat. It can't decide if it wants to go out or go in. What it wants. It's just lurking, looking outside. So I was thinking when I was outside having a smoke was now I understand why there's so few people streaming this 260. Yes. Because it's just the same as the first one. And I'm getting more disappointed. Expected some new features and stuff. Oh, did we get it again? Man, he's good at this. Gonna keep stealing. I know it's just junk, but we could try for. See, he's at 91 on advanced deflectors. These guys have so much tech. So much. What are we researching? We can go for that. 89? I don't want to do an 89. Let's make one above. Let's only pick ones that are above. I don't know. Let's look. That is a good question, actually. His ETA is still 1,700 years from now. I don't know. That could be something for the first one, too. I don't know. I think he's going to here is the issue. And I don't know how he's getting there. He's taking public transportation or something. All right. Let's see. This is the best option. Over 90. What else do we got that's like low? I could do another one of those just for the experience. I guess it's his espionage that's going up. We could try to send this guy. What he's got sabotage and scan evasion only. We could give this guy a break and see if the other guy can do it. Let's see here, because he might have more skills. It is. Maybe that's the thing that let's see what this guy can do. Ooh, no, his research sucks. Okay, that's why we didn't do that. All right, Rardy Paksha, you're going in again. You've been very successful in your spy. Do we know anything about? I wonder, actually. Let's go back to this guy. Cancel. It says he has sabotage, so maybe we can like sabotage something better with him. No, it doesn't tell us. Oh, we don't have any targets known. Which guys did we know something about? I think it was deadly gun guys. 10%. Whoa. Alright, that's not good enough. That is not good enough to have you even take a chance. Back to this. Research. Venomous Claw. Advanced Deflectors is very tempting, but I'm going to have him go one more time for these, like, Kinetic Weapons. He was already doing that last time. Pretty sure we can... What were we at with that? Yeah, we're like halfway there. How are you guys doing? You guys are set. Yeah, you guys are the guys that are in 3. Excellent. Let's go back to this. Hostile Mayhem. There you go. You're the boarding E. We don't really have the money. I think I want 2 more boarding ships. Luckily our income is crazy. Or are you guys off to some... You're just gonna move over there because I accidentally clicked over there at some point. This makes it doesn't make it easier. Fuck your protection. No, it wouldn't let me add a construction yard on there, or did it? I don't know. I did so many edits. Let's look. I don't think it wouldn't let me. It said it was too big. Small spaceport. Copy is new. Yeah, it's too big. Total size is greater than hull allows. I would like to have 2 construction yards. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't have the money for it, but I would like to for the future. These guys jumped right into here, huh? Oh, let me see. Let me look. I don't think I want to remove any of that stuff. Let me see, though. It is a good idea to remove something. Where did it go? Spaceport. Copy is new. So how do I know my total size? Okay, here it is. Size. So this is the same, I think 750. Got a bunch of deflectors. What else we got on here? I'd like to put a research lab on there too, another one. What are the fuel cells used for on these? Man, there is not. So how much space does this? Size of 10. How much space is a construction yard? It's the size of 100. Why do these say 50? Why do these have eyeballs on them? External bay. What does that mean? I'd have to get rid of a ton of shit. Nope, I'm just gonna wait. I will wait. For now. No. Decline. Decline, buddies. What is our strength on these? 217. What was the strength on this thing way over here? I think it was like 500. 539. I don't think I can board that thing. I don't think it, well, what does it say? It has bombers and stuff. It doesn't say. I want 2 more of these. I can do 1 more right now. Oh, I didn't check my other thing. Doesn't matter. So I still wonder, why is this one slightly red? Why, oh why? Wrong guys were set to about 400. What are you, about 600? I don't think that's enough. It could be a bloody battle, though. Again, this guy's the best. I don't think I've ever had such a successful spy in my life. So now I'm going to start trying to capture him. Let's see, Venomous Claw. And this is now over, let's see, was it 91 last time? I actually would like advanced deflectors, but let's take a look. Advanced nuclear fission. What about basic colonization? Advanced deflectors might be worth it. We don't care about that. Crew systems. Defensive missiles. What are these at? 93. He'll probably die at this next. Energy torpedoes could be nice. Or wait, what about the Maxoblastos? Do they still have that in this? Let's go up to, what is my next? Maxos Blasters. Maxos Blasters. Pulse. Hybrid. Pulsed beam weapons is what it's called. Oh, do you? Set tactics. Formation. Very tight. Good to know, thank you. Alright, back to the stealing of stuff. What was it? Pulse something? Pulse blast weapons. We could do that. What's the 91? Let's do advanced. It's 92. Man, this guy steals fast. I mean, he doesn't get it all in one go, but I don't know why that one's red still. Does it say somewhere? Doesn't really say. Okay, let's see if we can. Let's go on and capture. We got 4. I think they're on this side. 4 board through. No, maybe we don't. We got 3. I only have 3 of those. Gotta get one more. Well, I'm gonna still try it, but. Subjugator, what are the names? I love the names in this game. Subjugator of Ons Prime. It's probably some, lore specific thing. Launch your guys whenever you get there. I think these are them. No. 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 They're there. I don't see them launching any boarding shit, though. Well, they destroyed it. No troop capacity. I don't think that's what that means, though. Maybe it doesn't show on here. Let's make sure that boarding is my... That I didn't fuck something up here. Maybe they didn't pick up guys, because sometimes they have to pick up guys. I mean, not sometimes. They do have to pick up guys. Uh-oh. I think that cat's freaking out. When I say freaking out, I just mean meowing a lot. No, I know, I need to wait for... I need more money to build more stuff. There we go. There's another boarding ship. And when this guy's out... They didn't even launch their boarding things. Or at least I didn't see them launching their boarding things. Maybe they did. I mean, where? Oh, we salvaged whatever? Alright. One was on? I didn't see it. Can I set my tactics to... do that. Can I set it to... boarding? Pirates have become much less aggressive lately. Might as well check on these guys. Where are they? You're refitting. And what about you guys? You're sitting there doing nothing. Did I have it on set? I think it's currently already set to this. This isn't... Oh, I see what you're saying. Are they all my guys set up wrong like that? They are. Use fleet tactics instead. Let's double check this guy. 50% aggressive, very tight. Ship sign rolls when as needed. No. All right, got plenty of escorts. Hey, he's back again. Man, this guy is... I usually don't have this much luck with spies. Like, 2 or 3 runs is usually pretty good, but like maybe like you were saying, espionage is too good. Let's do this one. What did I do last time? Advanced deflectors, I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look. Yeah, and we might get it next time if he doesn't die. And we'll have some more upgrades. Alright, everyone's all in good shape. We got 3,800. Let's go with the new... No. Oh, they automatically upgraded a escort for some reason. What did it upgrade? Oh, maybe one of those... You think counter espionage is a waste of a spy? It used to be good. I used to, like, if I didn't have counter, or at least one guy doing counter espionage. In the first one, I feel like I'd always be getting... Not... So it doesn't always tell you, but like sabotage and stuff, I'd always be getting sabotage. I know it's early. But I still got all these pirates. I got 4 pirates parked here. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna see what that no, I meant sabotage on me. That's why I would always have one guy doing counter espionage. What does it do? It said this one. Cordovian shields. Was that different than the ones I had before? I think it was. Yeah, when did I get that? I didn't finish that research or even with the thieving from the dude. What's going on here? I mean, I've started on here. It doesn't say what they're called though. This one is the Cordovian shield thing, but I don't have. Oh, I do have that one. That must have been from that ship that I whatchamacallit? Well, sending that guy there is a waste of time. Those are significantly better shields. Okay, back to my little ship design thing. Yes, this is now obsolete. In fact, most of these things are going to be obsolete. With my where is my? Oh, you know what? I must have left automatic retrofit on for my boarding ship. So I haven't even gotten a chance to do that yet. I'm looking forward to whoops, V2. Running into some new features from the old one. I don't think you could board ships. I can't put this on here. What's your problem? External should be completely full. I don't want 2 shields. I want standard armor here. Save and exit. Let's turn this to. I think that's what happened. Is I left this. Where the fuck did it go? It's gone. Am I not seeing it? Oh, I know what it is. No? Yes. All designs. That's the issue. Escort. This one. There's what it is. Active. Alright, this one's updated. I haven't even made any of these, so I'll just leave that one unmessed with for now. But you guys will chill. I don't like it. It's just like the first one. I wish you could just let the AI do it. And this one we want to refit as long as let's double check here. As long as this is set to manual. Well, we'll test it out. Worst comes to worst, we gotta refit everything again. What are you talking about? If the AI erases it every time, then it's even worse than the first game. They didn't erase my torpedo ship. Maybe I gotta do manual here. This one I don't want manual. Oh, you're right. It's dumb. Let's see. It didn't erase my torpedo ship. Oh, I never put a boarding one on this one though. Oh, whoops. Let's go back to this one. Let's go all designs. Boarding ship E. Copy is new. This is gonna be 4. Oh, this one has a defect now? Not anymore. Salt pods. Get rid of that. Christ. Armor. Save. Automatic. Manual. This one's obsolete. Go back to boarding version 4. Escort. Automatic. Manual. So if it does keep doing that, then it's even worse, like I said, than the first one. The first one you can have your different versions of the ships, which is pretty much required. Okay, that one's there. Let's see. You're in good shape. You can 50%. You're in good shape, 50%. We should probably turn those off in a second here, but we're gonna want to go back to refit these guys. What were they called originally, though? Boarding version 2. I don't think it's gonna work. That's possible, but I like to have a mixture of stuff. I don't think this is gonna work because I added this from the other boarding one. How did I think you have to do it a different way? Let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna know. Yeah, how did I do it in the first one? I think you have to tell it where to upgrade to. Well, we'll see. Oh yeah, now it's these are now it's all confused. Yeah, now these are all boarding version 2. Yeah, they don't have it set up as good as the other. So there's another way to, I keep telling you, there's another way to do this, which is the correct way to do it. And they're trying, and if they so they now they made it even worse than the first one. It's actually even worse because you can't pick what you're upgrading it to either. Maybe you can from here. Let's see. Oh, you can. You just have to manually do it. All right. Now let's get away from here. You know what we'll do? We'll make this all. What are you already doing? You're not doing anything. No, I want you. Oh, I did this wrong here. I want you. Go to this one. You. Uh-oh, cat's meowing again. You. Oh, I already did that one. So, but that isn't my fault. That is the developer's fault. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's got to have at least the same capabilities as the first one. You can't take stuff away and be like, oh, well, you know, it's got to have the same capabilities, man. And it does. It's just they're making it tedious. All right, boarding 4. And let's see here. These ones I don't care. But what are they? What are they? Well, I do care. But what are they retrofitting to? Have you played the first one? All right, a new scientist. I love new scientists. Yeah, well, he's at Research Central. Yes, that is what I called that place. I don't have another place for you. Can I stack them? I was asking that earlier. Does anyone know, can you stack? I can't remember how that worked in the first one. Darth, thank you for the follow. You should try the first one. You should refund this one and buy the first one because it has everything, but it's better. Not better. It just has everything, but it's different, and you can play as pirates as well. So I would highly recommend trying the first one out, because what I'm doing is I'm not just making some weird thing up to I'm gonna try to do this crazy shit. I am doing what I do in the first one, which is how it's supposed to be played. The first one's supposed to be played with a different. Yes, the interface is garbage. I agree with you there, Darth. And you can zoom out all the way without any weird hiccups in this one, which is great. But what we keep talking about is the ship design. I hate designing ships. I feel like you should be able to see it just keeps doing it. Yep, you are right, so, Samara. That it's just going to keep overriding my specific ships. So in the first one, it doesn't do that. It doesn't. For some reason, it's not doing it to this torpedo ship, but it does it to my other ones. It doesn't do that. You can make the different size ships. You can turn them into what you want. You want them to be. So you can have a torpedo ship. You can have this ship. You can have that ship. And this one, it keeps overriding. I had it on manual for the other border. Almost positive. I mean, that's what I checked back, but almost positive. Wish I could go back and look. All designs. Yeah, it's on manual. And it keeps marking as obsolete. That's what it keeps doing. How do I turn auto? Okay, this one. No, see, but this is the problem. If I do this, all of my, I guess that's fine. All of my, I want my main escort to be auto-designed by the computer. I just want to do it, and that thing to do it on its own, but I can't because it turns out I want all the escorts are now set to manual. I don't want to do that. I guess I could just copy as new and pick. Oh no, it didn't let me. I could just auto-generate one. So basically, I don't like doing the ship design, but the way that I've learned to play from the first one is you set up your different ships to fill different roles in your navy, your space navy. And so what I'm talking about is it just comes an issue, and I think because of that way, I'm finding this as a problem that the developers have made. You know, there aren't that many improvements with the Distant Worlds 2. I'm not finding really any improvements. I'm finding, well, besides the graphics. The graphics As I keep saying, the graphics are better. This zoom out thing is amazing because the old one didn't do it. And you can see that you got a spy in jail, which you didn't used to be able to see. Did my spy die? He's gone. No, he's there. He's there. Even though this is glitched out, and it's almost like they have the same code from the old game. That's they just put on a new graphical layer because this new feature, which is you can see your imprisoned spy, is glitched out. It's almost like they just slapped new graphics on the old game. And so this is only the second time I've streamed. So I've played like total of like 7 hours, and the more I play it, the more disappointing I'm getting because it doesn't seem like there's anything new here. So that's another weird thing. So that is the way that you design is slightly different. So if you go in here, I'm just gonna edit whatever. It has these ports, which is interesting. But it also won't like let me pick. I was just wanting to add another research station earlier, and it would only. Well, I'm the wrong thing here. Copy as new, and I wanted to add a research station. Maybe I was doing it wrong. No, I wasn't. It wouldn't let me add it. It's weird that it has certain stuff locked off. The good old days. Well, if I want to board ships right now, if I want to have a fleet of just boarding guys, that you want to set all your just a fleet just to take out and just board everybody. I don't want all of my ships. I might even strip all the weapons off of that, off my boarding ships. Hey, that's finished. And starfighters are what I want. I want to have 2 different types of escorts. So one's just boarding, especially if you're playing as pirates, which you can't do in this one. But as pirates, you're going to want to have like a boarding fleet. But I guess I'm going to embrace it. But once again, trying to think here, let's get rid of all these things. Let's make our life easier. We're going to do it like you were saying. We're going to put this on obsolete. Samartia, I'm sorry, I've been saying your name wrong this whole time. We're going to do this, all these obsolete. We're going to make life easier. But this is the thing that they said they were going to fix. In one of the articles I read, they said the design is going to work where you can pick the role and you can just click auto design, which is what I want. I want to say, hey, this is a boarding ship, pack it as well as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't want to have to come in here and edit shit. But now I have to edit shit anyways. We're going to copy as new. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to make this a boarding ship. Maybe I misremember. What did I get rid of? I got rid of fuel cells. Oh, it already has less. Oh, we also have all this. Things are changing, and I'll put an assault squad here, or assault pod. We got the shields. This looks great. 3. Not 23. Oh, what is the defect? More crew! I'm just gonna stick with one design. Yeah, I think maybe because yeah, see, there's weird shit that I don't know why they did that. But like I also mentioned earlier, there's a reason why so many people on Twitch are not streaming it. And I first thought I was getting lucky. I was like, nobody's streaming it right now? I'm gonna jump in and play. But now I'm beginning to think it's because people are already losing interest in it. Alright, I need more cruise space, basic space reactor. Where's my power? Guess we can get rid of some armor. Does that affect my crew needs? Very little. Definitely want that. Want this. My can't really get rid of anything on here. Yeah, I swear to God, there's a defense base in the first one. I haven't played the first one in like 6 months or something. I swear, and I couldn't find it in here because I wanted to build a defense base when I first started fighting all these pirates. I was like, fuck it, I'll just build a massive defense base. Um, okay, I need to figure out this thing. I turned that down and a bunch of stuff changed, but I don't know what it was. Let's go back to basic space reactor. What is these numbers? These numbers are energy. And the old one, I think space reactor also affected your... So that's still faster than it was before. Am I crippling my ships right now? I don't even know it. Attack, defense, put this guy back so I can see the changes here. Speed of maneuvering. It actually is faster at speed of maneuvering. What? It's got to be this energy thing here. I got a new warp bubble since then. I think. Version 4, edit. Yeah, I got a new warp drive. That guy back. So what is this power? Output static hyperdrive. What is this little red thing? If I get rid of one of these reactors, it all goes red here, so that probably is not good. When you say yours goes haywire, do you mean your actual ships or the enemy ships? I don't think I can do this. Not with the better warp bubble. I can lower... Let's put this back. What I need is a better reactor. Let's leave. Let's mark this obsolete. Let's go back and we'll use that version 4 for now. Am I thinking about this right? Manual. Oh. Oh. That's even worse. Let's look at I was gonna do starfighters, but maybe I should do a better space reactor. Its size is 22, size is 23, so it's slightly smaller. It has half as much crew requirement, 62 versus, yeah, we'll do that one. I mean, it's the only choice. What am I doing? I was gonna do advanced deflectors, but fuck that, we skipped it. What is the one I'm currently? Starfighters. I think I'm going to turn that off for now and go straight for this. 15,000 for that? Yeah, I do a lot of stuff wrong, but there's definitely some weirdness going on here. We're going to set this to refit, and I'm going to do this. Where's my spy? What were you doing, buddy? Advanced deflectors don't even matter anymore, man. Those things don't matter. We somehow got... What is the power? What's that power thing called? Advanced nuclear fission. 91. Good luck. You've done so well so far. Oh, that's quite possible. That's normally I turn most of the automation off, but I would like, so that's the thing, is I want to be able to play with the automation on. I don't want to have to micromanage so many stuff. Oh my god, the cats. Now the stray cats now really wants to go outside. All right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna let this cat out. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. All right. Do you have to manually load troops? I haven't even got to that point yet. I guess you did in the old one too, though. You had to send them to a base and... Alright, let's just retrofit, whatever. I swear in the old one there used to be an issue with getting your boarding parties back. It would sometimes take forever. Alright, I have a lot of dudes here. I think we might be able to take out that. Maybe we should try it. How much time? Let me snooze some of these ads here. Let's refit. We're not. It's not the best ship I can have yet. Hey, independent colony. Acrodarians. They are naturally very hostile. That's okay. We can invade and take. Show me, where are these people? Right here. Research projects are available on our tech tree that can increase our understanding of the Acrodarians. We should research these projects to improve relations with them. Lone trader, so these are the guys. Here. What are you doing, buddy? You're out there, huh? What do we got? What type of boarding parties can we capture you? I don't even care if we go to war. Off you go. I've never had, in the first one I never had much of an issue taking over places. Land places, you know, I could just send just a few troops in. A few, like 5, I think. Let's say we can actually board this guy. This might be a detriment to my economy, though. Whoa. Playing as ultra hostile, by the way. You guys gave up on your mission over here? Oh, the guy must have taken off. Which one's better? Distant ploy. Why won't you capture this place? There you go. No, that's why you won't do it. I'm okay with that, I guess. Alright, let's check this thing. I haven't checked this in a long, long time. Yeah, we can't do anything with that. With this. So wait, what about our exploration ships? Now you've jumped into where are you actually at? Okay. Perfect. Those guys have jumped into action. These guys are on fully automated. Let's hope that they start doing stuff. No way. I made a decision last time to not be friends with any of the pirates. I actually don't really think I need 3 ships or 3. Well, we'll keep this. We'll keep this as a war. What's your range? Your range sucks. Now I do need to figure out what I did wrong here. Oh, you still have the skip drive. Okay. We need to fix that. After all, we're gonna go to war with these independents over here, like right off the bat. I need a troop ship too, probably. Is that an option? No, I need to research that. So I guess we'll just be chilling in here anyways. Oh, I've been ignoring that. They keep yeah, they keep telling me to build exploration ships like mad. Since the very beginning, they've been like, build more, and I'm like, I don't even have a warp drive yet. No, and I guess I'll just be patient. I need this, I think, for my next move. I can, let's join. No, we'll move all these. I'm gonna do, basically, I'm gonna attack this base here. I think I have enough. I do, I have enough. So I started with, in my first game, so I loaded a game just to see what it was like, if, you know, before I streamed, and that game started with pirates in my system. And I thought that was normal. I was like, oh, they're starting with pirates in the system now, huh? But I started with this thing, whatever this is, a bounty hunter's fortress. I think these guys are all done refitting. So I think I'm gonna actually go attack this bounty hunter's fortress. We'll try to capture it. I don't think I can. It's got a strength of 500. They're all boarding ones now, I think. I believe. Yep. Let's see here. Good job, buddy. This guy's the best. I know I keep saying that, but he's great. Let's have you... We don't even need advanced deflectors. We skipped it. It's so weird. Those aren't pirate ships. Those are abandoned ships. I thought they were pirate ships too when I started loading when I loaded this game, or when I started this game. I was like, shit. This one started me as a. You know what? Let's just continue. No, actually, let's not do that. Let's do. Do you guys have fighters? Yeah, I want to do fighters next. Except, maybe I don't. Robotic troops, space construction could probably be useful. Yeah, I'm just kind of picking random shit at this point. Yeah, these are just abandoned ships. So I'll have a construction ship go over here if I can take this. We'll see how it works out here. This used to be, this is more smooth moving too in the first one. They actually move smoothly across the, which surprises me. Let's see how they get how bad this goes. Well, I know I'm gonna lose some. Yeah, you guys are still incoming. And I think what I'll do... What is going on here? I'm trying to zoom in. Oh, it's because I was having guys selected. Let's see how it goes. Fighters first. Where are you running? Good, good. No, I want you to run. I told you to run. Are you guys doing something? Are you boarding? I can't tell if we're boarding. Those fighters are definitely doing some damage to us, though. While we're shooting it a bunch. Did we capture it? What happened? I don't know what happened. Boarding report. We are attacking. We are the green? Because if we're the green, we're getting our ass kicked. We're red? Alright. Well, that was surprisingly easy. I've been waiting forever to do that because I thought it'd be extremely difficult. The boarding. Yeah. Yeah, no, you were right. The boarding was the... Let's have all these guys refit. So now I gotta get one of these guys to come over here. And I think... What can I tell these guys to do? I guess we gotta build first. I think I'm gonna have these guys not stick around though. I think I'm gonna whatchamacallit. We have an investigated an abandoned destroyer at whatever asteroid field. The destroyer is heavily damaged and currently inoperable. However, require it by sending a construction ship to repair it, disassemble it. So I think I'm gonna disassemble it for technology. We'll investigate that one too. I think I'm gonna do that for all of them. Okay, so let's top off this fleet. Do I even really need to do that? I actually didn't lose any ships. That is that is quite surprising. I don't need to top off the fleet. I mean, I have the fleet set for 10. You know what we could have done here? Could have done that. So basically, what I normally do is have like a boarding fleet, and then a fleet that's just normal, and then like a mixture fleet. So does the construction module actually give you money though when it's idle? It didn't used to. I don't remember. I don't think it did. All right. So what do I do with this? Oh, this is just a small spaceport that has fighters. That does not have fighters because I don't have the tech. We found detailed maps. Of what? What did you give me detailed maps of? Nothing really too exciting. Yeah, but they have to be building those ships. You know what I mean? Like, they have to be actually constructing those ships for it to matter. At least that's how it used to be. So if I, like, look here... Oh, they are building it. Oh, no. Oh, no, they are. They're building, like, a ton of freighters right now. And then what are you building? You're building a ton of freighters, too. More of them, huh? I think it's when it's put in the queue. That's how it used to be. In the first one, basically everything I know is from the first one. It used to be when you put it in the queue, and that's one of the tricks of making money is if you can destroy your own ships, your own private ships. See how they have well, let's see how much money they have. They have 700,000. So you know, like late game, you see your private ships like way over here doing something, and they're getting attacked all the time. Don't help them. If you don't help them and they get blown up, they gotta build more ships and then you get the money from it. All right, how you guys doing over here? I thought you guys were refitting, but these are all the same ones. Can I push off this ad some more? No, no. Well, it depends. If they don't have any money, you want to do it. At least, once again, this is from the first one. These guys have a shit ton of cash, and they usually do in the first one, too. They have way too much money. The other thing we were talking about earlier, too, is you can, like, refit your bases to have, like, your star bases and mining bases and stuff. Mining bases, specifically, to have extra shit that they don't really need, and then you can force them to refit it, and then when they refit it, you get the money. And so in the first one, that was like a really valuable tactic where you would go through, you would pick out, and you'd make your mining bases just bristling with weapons and shit. And then you'd be like, just go through and be like, yep, up that one, and you would get some of the economy back from their little private cash fund here. So in the first one, you could set it though. I guess that no, it is actually. You're right. It has a lot of. That's why I stopped playing. No, it is hard on the eyes, but that's actually like I was keep complaining about the first one. What I want them once again is you be able to set up what you want your things to be and pick a role for it, and then you hit auto design because I don't want to auto design that stuff. But yes, so maybe if I just clear my mind of auto designing stuff. Look at this guy. This merchant freighter. Who's he? He's picking up a power conduit? Why? All right, we got the advanced nuclear fission. So hopefully... Oh, we didn't ever finish kinetic weapons. All right, I'm fine with that. Did you ever... Oh, I forgot to send you off, huh? Or I did and it wasn't. Man, you were good. Basic colonization. Let's do it. We're gonna need to colonize soon. I don't think they did in the first one either. You only can have one of certain items, and I don't think they said in the old one. Does it say in the new one that if you only can have one? In this one, I mean, this being the new one. It says that there's a pirate leader here. Is he my pirate leader? Oh, I have two admirals now. Oh, this guy's he's still going. I wonder, I'm gonna cancel this because I'm gonna resend him. Oh, you know what? Independent colony. That's only gonna take him like a year. But why was I looking at this again? I can't remember. Wasn't that? I was gonna auto do my ship design. Oh, some bombers. Shit, what is going on here? All active. Where did all these bombers come from? What's special about you? What is going on here? That said I had some other type of shield thing. Oh man. It's already 7 in the morning. Alright. Vector engine, which is fighter. Oh, this is a fighter bomber fighter. I was thinking of a bombardment ship. Oh, now. A bomber costs 4,800 bucks? Holy shit. Interceptor cost. Holy fuck. Um, what I was looking for though was latest designs. Where is my? Yeah, I was confused why this. That's why I was looking at it. I was like, did I get some new bombardment gun or something like a nuclear bomb? Um, why are so many of these active? I think we got a little bit of weirdness here. All right, let's edit. Copy as new. Let's see if we can put this new drive in here. And we still, oh, I can do it now. Well, what changed? Why can I do it now and I couldn't do it before? Because we have improved, no, improved. I thought I had an improve. Maybe it was just an improvement on that last. That must be what it was. This guy is still good with that. So what do we got here? We got the newest shields, right? Cordovia shields. Yep. Why is this showing up? Get this shit out of here. Standard armor and laser cannon, proximity. We got 2 ion. I can't put this thing in here yet for some reason. Warp bubble drive, no. No, yes, that is what it is. Salt pod, crew reactor. Alright, everything looks great. Save. For some reason, it took away my torpedo. I like torpedoes, but it took it away. I don't know what happened. It doesn't like torpedoes. Now we can refit all of these guys. Oh wait. This one is obsolete. Cargo container. Loris fruit is extremely rare, sweet pink fruit. Where is it? Oh, wow. We found a bunch of new shit there, huh? 15,000 bucks. Oh man, I only got 50 seconds left. And all right, now I only got 30 seconds left. What I'm talking about is before an ad plays, and I think I'm gonna call it a morning. Call it a morning for Distant Worlds 2. I gotta like give up on what I know from the first one and calm down. Don't worry about how it worked in the first one. I hate doing the design. So oh, we got a system map too. Which one? Now we're expanding here. So maybe I'll take a quick break. No, I'm gonna call it night. But it's gonna play an ad, so I try to stop before it makes you guys listen to or watch ads or whatever. But thank you for joining me, and thank you for the follow, Darth Noom, and thank you for the advice, Samartine, and no, I'm still saying your name right. Wrong. Still saying it wrong. I'm actually gonna probably stream some CK3 later after this.